Welcome to day 2 of the Train Mountain 2024 Operations Meet.
Well, we can't get to the rest of the railroad. Another Cooper boy on it, so. Another Cooper boy on it. All right.
Dude, you're driving the wrong train.
Work is assigned.
We're helping Caden win.
He's trying to play fair and give other people an opportunity.
How many switch
I gotta let other people try and win.
All right, well, that sounds a little fair.
Like you.
Yeah. We were up till midnight just catching up. So.
It's green.
Because remember, employees are not allowed to die while on duty. It's a $200,000 benefit to their family. The railroad would prefer you do that on your own time. Die. That's why they give you a 40-hour layover in Pasco. Here. Ready to go? All aboard! Aboard! Signal maintainer says get the hell out of the way. We need to talk about this man. We're literally dead banging.
Dispatch, this is train 131, excuse me, train 122-10. We are at Lewis.
Hey.
Party for Timber Lake in 1 minute.
The idea is not to call in and say, hey, we're on our way from point A to point B and having already started, and then saying that's what we are in fact doing, because that means you're out of seat. You started doing what you don't have authority for yet. So.
Okay, on your marks, get set, go. Have fun.
Okay, train 101, what's going on?
Coming in late, starting to get set up so we can get out on the rails before it's too late. And so we're acting like a pit crew, trying to act fast before the day is all gone. We got a late start, unfortunately. We got 3 cars out there somewhere here.
Okay, switch list. We're gonna go to pick up at King. Gonna go to Mopac on South Coral Circle, pick up at Elizabeth, then drop everything at Slinton Yard. Hope.
All right.
Should be a long run today.
It's been a lot of fun. It's a lot of work to set up. In the past, we think we've greatly streamlined it this year. We're going to find out. It's very much based on the train game, which has been ongoing now for, I believe, 2 years. What we do is more of a simulation of a real railroad, particularly back in the days of loose car, freight car movements. In the past, we've had upwards of 175 freight cars out here running around. This time, we're using at least 100 cars. We may have more as the week goes on. Time will tell.
The team of 101 arrives at King to pick up the ATSF cheap boxcar, but they'll need to do some switching to cut out a hopper before departing.
Jordan Dobson. I'm the freight agent for the Train Mountain Operations meet, and also one of the key players with the normal other 51 weeks out of the year train game operations. What the train game rail op software does is effectively it's car cards on your cell phone. For the user, you don't see the car cards. It basically will produce a switch list, show you pictures, show you where the cars are, all that sort of good stuff. The way we use it in the ops meet is we'll have a freight agent that will compose switch lists. The switch list is representing a local train, a through freight train going to different places, so the trains and cars are moving with a purpose. The crews will then take that switch list and perform their particular action. And all of the different trains will work together to move the cars around the railroad. It's a very sophisticated system. We have a lot of fluidity and nimbleness with it. That car movement from one person moving the car to the next person grabbing it can be as little as 30 seconds if the timers are set correctly. In reality, the normal dwell time on a car is going to be a few hours most likely. We currently have a fleet of about 125 cars that are going to be available, and I think we're probably going to move a lot more cars than we did last year, which was about 300 individual car moves. Yeah, that's a good ender.
Telequin dispatch, this is train 131-10. That other 131 must be -9, over.
Okay, copy that. 131 of the 9th and 131 of the 10th. Telequin dispatcher out.
It's day 2, but teams are still arriving, and visitors are taking it all in.
He made them in his shop. So you want a locomotive? And he had to haul them upright. He made a form to haul them on. I mean, it was. I'm going to gladly pay me Monday for a locomotive today. Let me make sure. Yeah, I got a deal for him. I know.
Okay, you mentioned Caterpillar.
Yeah.
Where was Holt was before Caterpillar.
Standing in the main yard, we can watch this crew building their consist and planning their route.
We need these two to be at the rear of our train. These two need to be in front of that just based on how we drop it off. These two in front of these. Push these all the way back.
I think it's
Cars! One car? light of green. Alright. So yeah, we'll do it through circles here.
At some point, we're going to stop and oil it. But
We'll probably get...
After we drop off the first part.
Okay. Sounds good. Clear to pull up the first train.
Very nice. The 2200 crew takes the simulation seriously, expertly managing the switching operation at Deborah's Corner.
Alright, A-head.
Yeah.
A-head to clear the switch.
Calling dispatch.
D-rails.
122, go ahead. 122, leaving killing plan on time.
Hey Ben.
Yeah.
Go to channel 510.
2200. Find out the back.
Five.
One more car, 2200. 2200, back one dude. SP 2200, back one car hook.
Back 100.
Apart. 20 feet. 10 more. That'll do 2200. 2200 stretch. 2200 all the way up.
Conductor's got it. Oh. Everybody clear? Clear.
Free to get. Couple two. One more. That'll do. $2,200 from the ground, back 8-car spot. Five more. Three cars. Couple two. One more car. $2,200. That in between 2,200. Fifth entered. All the way up. Last one. That'll do. Lined up, conductor's got the move. That'll do 2,200 strip. Good stretch in between. Lost and came out too far down the hill. Alright, you're coming back to Central Station. Oh, you're going to 2% solution to Panama to Deborah's Corner. Got it. Alright, I've already granted up to 2% solution to Panama Canal. When I see it show up, I'll give you a light to the destination. Yeah, just go Deborah's Corner and then I'll see you on my corner. I'll give you a light to the destination.
Of course, derailments are always possible, and it's really a concern when the train is blocking a major main line like Panama Canal. It's late on day 2. The heavy freight movement is taking its toll.
You guys are the disabled train that came out of Deborah's Corner? I heard one. Was that you?
No, ours was from yesterday, from the fuel depot to here.
Oh, the one down there, Joe, the CN one? The orange one? That's the one.
So what's happened here?
Just old engine, hasn't ran in a long time, so we're replacing it.
What is that? What kind of engine is it?
That's a Briggs & Stratton V-twin.
V-twin. Oh, very nice. Or it was nice.
Yeah, at one time. If it was rebuilt, it probably could be again.
Wow. Well, sorry you're having trouble.
That's the way it goes.
Yep. So what happened to that one?
I don't know. There's a host of problems going on yesterday.
There was many problems with it.
Well, we had the diodes die, so only one side was firing for a while, so it filled the oil with fuel, thinned it down, washed the cylinder, so it's running for a while now, and it finally hot seized its toast.
5 years on one cylinder.
Yeah.
So
Ouch.
Oil is gas.
Yeah, the oil is, when we drained the oil before it came down, whoa, that's pretty thin.
And then this doesn't look like this is the natural state of these guys. What happened here?
No, we're recombining front parts from that train, but we need drawbars, and there's no room to get your hand under there because the pins come from the bottom. So we just flipped it over to put it, and then it goes back on.
I see.
But we're putting a coupler on this one because that coupler was not very good situation. So he's just doing some mods in the shop right now.
All right.
Well,
So
we use exclusively drawbars at the Railway Museum.
okay.
It's bulletproof that way. So.
So you guys will be back on the road shortly, it looks like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you betcha. We've got 7 cars to switch now, so clock is ticking.
So he's gonna clean up and get ready. So it'll be a few minutes. Well, actually, he's gonna go all the way down there and really move back in.
Well, we're gonna have to move up beyond him. We can move over there. Yeah.
Controller was saying it was overheating, so putting in a cooling system to cool it down.
Nice. How does it cool it? That's what these tubes are here, I guess.
Yeah,
Huh?
tubes, and then there's a radiator right here.
Actually, a radiator to cool the controller. Wow.
I want to use this to turn off the brake.
Okay, what's wrong with this thing?
A lot. Yep. We're trying to figure that out. We think it might be the potentiometer in the control, but we've got another dead engine coming in, so we're going to move out and back up over on that track over there.
This thing isn't wanting to thread right. It wasn't threaded right.
Oh, nice. It's just tight.
No. Look. It's not meant to wiggle like that.
Hold on.
Look.
Let go. Oh, yeah, it was. There we go. Did that? No, does that not work?
Yes.
So.
Oh, this isn't enough. I don't have a compressor hose, so I got the little fan that's attempting. We'll get somewhere.
Well, what is it? It's 9 or 9:30. You guys are working on the engine. That doesn't look good. What's going on?
Just hasn't steamed up in 2 years, and here we are. Figured we'd try it and see what happens.
Yeah, because our gas hydraulic died, so.
Yeah, the other engines died.
All right. So the object is to get it going maybe even tonight, or what?
Well, we're trying to steam it up right now
Right
and see
now.
if it even holds it. We'll find out.
We'll all stand back.
Yeah, no, last it was steamed up was in the fall there. We ran it just a quick run around our museum track, and it worked, but we couldn't really keep water in the boiler because we had pump issues and everything like that.
I see.
My name is John Cooper. I'm on the team of people that run the dispatching center here for the operations meet. Behind me I have a screen that shows us where the trains are on the layout. This system here is actually a dead reckoning system. What happens is we put the trains on the map, and the trains then move 1 milepost every 10 seconds. And it's uncanny how accurate that is. After a minute or 2 or 3 minutes, just predicting where it would be after moving a milepost every 10 seconds, we have a pretty good idea of where they are. And then we get on the radio with the trains, and of course we keep track of them that way. When they need authority, we give them authority, and sometimes we give them instructions. Please call us when you get to a certain location or whatnot. When you get a lot of trains all at one location, we try and keep them all straight so that they're, the train that needs to get by other trains can do so. We keep track of who's off the main and the siding, and who's blocking the main as they're working and so forth. And we try and make sure everybody can make progress and to get to where they're trying to go. These screens here contain the CTC panel for us that lets us run the signals in the central station area here. This area has track circuits and it's got signals, so we control the train movements using the signal indications to the engineers. And so usually there's 3 people or so sitting here. One person will talk on the radio, one person would work this board here, another person would work this here, and we're all communicating back and forth, trying to keep track of trains. I don't know how many trains we had today. There were probably, I don't know, 15 or so trains out there, trying to keep track of them all. And so that's what we do here, and it makes a lot of fun for the guys that are out on their trains, because it's as prototypical an environment as we can put together for them. And they're calling in, asking for authority to move here and there, and so forth. So it's a lot of fun to have that kind of realism.
At the end of day 2, here are our top crews. Thanks for watching, and if you want to support Train Mountain, go ahead and click like.